Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Take two on making a video about the rigging behind the Women's World Cup and the significance of it. I made this video earlier today, and I think the mistake was showing highlights of the game. I streamed them off of the Fox Sports website, something I have done before for countless other videos and never had a problem, including the NBA Finals, Super Bowl, etc. But what this reminds me of is that the very first video I ever made on YouTube was showing the rigging in the Men's World Cup. And that video was blocked in no time flat. It made me frustrated. I didn't make a video again for months, not until after the Michael Brown shooting. So they're really uptight, FIFA. They do not like their information out. Unfortunately, I will not be showing any video highlights. It's too bad because the first video I did, oh, I just want to show you the footage of the third goal of the hat trick. We'll talk about it. Not as good as the video evidence, but we'll get to it. So anyway, after the Super Bowl earlier this year, February 1st, 2015, I said to watch for the numbers 52 and 144. I said watch for those numbers being paired together this year. I said watch for those numbers in sports. Well, yesterday, the women's team won their third World Cup, the first women's team to win three. Of course, there's only been 6 women's World Cups, so the U.S. has now won half of them. But anyway, they won it 5-2, a lot like 52, and they even scored on their own goal for the second goal for Japan with 52 minutes into the game. So anyhow, since making that prediction on the Super Bowl, a lot's come to light, and I now see what this number 52 and 144 is all about. The 50-second prime number is 239, and there's a lot focused on the date of September 23rd, which in many parts of the world is written with the day first, 23/9, a lot like 239. This day, September 23rd, is the date of Yom Kippur, which has a gematria of 144. Also, the Pope will be visiting on that day, September 23rd. So 52 and 144 on September 23rd, which even corresponds with the 52nd prime number. Pope Francis is also the 266th Pope. September 23rd is the 266th day. So there is a lot of numerological synchronicity coming into focus. All right, now let's break down more of the women's game, understanding the basis of these numbers. They win it 5-2 over Japan. CNN, for their thing, said U.S. women in the World Cup, 44 photos. And all year, Truth Seeker, I've been saying watch for the number 44 in sports. 44 is central. In that same Super Bowl, which I just mentioned, the Patriots have been in their conference for 44 years, and to get to the Super Bowl, they had to defeat the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts, who 44 years earlier won the Super Bowl as the Baltimore Colts with Johnny Unitas. The goaltender for the U.S. team is one of the bigger stars, Hope Solo. Hope has that gematria of 44 as well. 44th President Obama ran on Hope. Solo also has gematria of 61, another number getting quoted a lot lately. Don't want to get too tangential with the numbers, though, here. Carli Lloyd, Truth Seeker, was the star of the game yesterday. She scored 3 goals in the first 16 minutes, and it had been 16 years since the women's team won the World Cup in '99. She scored in the 3rd, 5th, and 16th minute. Her third goal was kicked from midfield. She scored from midfield for the hat trick. The goalkeeper was a mile out of the box. She couldn't get back in time. The ball sailed over the goalkeeper's head and into the net. It looked like the biggest joke ever, and that's why I wish my video wasn't blocked, just so you could see it. I also wanted to show you the goal on their own goal in the 52nd minute, but you can look up these highlights yourself and verify them. With regard to Carli Lloyd's name gematria of 111, very important number, FIFA just turned 111 years old. FIFA, the parent of the World Cup, the sponsor, they turned 111 on May 21st. And then days later, there was the big FIFA scandal. Remember this? Those initials, CL, break down to 3 and 3. L's the 12th letter. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. The captain of the men's team is Clinton Dempsey. Clinton and Dempsey both have 33 numerology. His birthday is March 9th, 1983. also a date with 33 numerology. This 33 is no joke, often found in stars. Recently, we had the first Triple Crown winner in 37 years, born on February 2nd, the 33rd day of the year. That horse was young and born on the 33rd day. Again, she scored her first 3 goals in 16 minutes. 16 and 90 are the only two numbers with gematria of 33. With the S exception, 16 also sums to 42. They defeated Japan, which has gematria of 42. In regard to the Super Bowl I was talking about, Tom Brady became 4-2 in Super Bowls with his only 2 losses coming to New York. He's the first quarterback to start in 6 Super Bowls. I should also note that the word female sums to 62, or not 62, 42, Truth Seeker. Female, simple English gematria equals 42. It's been important in all the pro sports this year as well. Please watch my other videos. Basketball championship, hockey championship, Super Bowl, horse race, boxing match, Mayweather-Pacquiao, and more. I've been decoding it all and showing how they keep coding these same numbers into all of it. Notice that Carly Lloyd's currently 32 years old. I call that the America number. The Super Bowl was on February 1st, the 32nd day of the year. The word America has a gematria of 32. The nation's birthday, 7/4/1776, has numerology of 32, just like you see on the screen. It should be noted that we supposedly got our independence from UK. The coach of the women's team is from the UK. UK has simple English gematria of 32. 21 plus 11. The ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry, 31, 32, 33. Add those 3 numbers together, you get 96, like Freemason. That's going to come up. Remember, 96. Carly has a life number connection to 105, just like Hope Solo had name gematria of 105. That's a fateful day in the nation's history. The Titanic sunk on the 105th day of the year, April 15th, just like the day Lincoln was assassinated, Lincoln having many connections to Obama. The 44th president. The coach, who we'll talk about, she has a specific connection to 52, refers to her player Carly as a rock star. Rock star has gematria of 33 and 42 as well, Truth Seeker. Probably not a coincidence because I suspect all these people are Masons. So let's look at the head coach. She was named head coach on April 6th, 2014, the 96th day of the year. That number, 96, like Freemason. Her name's Jillian Ellis, which has gematria of 52, like the score 5-2. And with the S exception, 61, another number getting coded an awful lot right now. She's born September 9th, 1966, a connection to United States through gematria and numerology. Also, with this method, 9 plus 9 plus 66, that sums to 84. Just like United States of America with Pythagorean gematria, Truth Seeker. 84. This woman from the UK. Head coach of the United States, not from the United States. Just like the coach of the men's team was from Germany. And remember, Germany won the Men's World Cup down in South America. So get this, Truth Seeker. They won the game 5-2, and in the 52nd minute, they scored on their own goal. This girl, Julie Johnston, scored on her own goal. And she's born on April 6th, the 96th day of the year. She's currently 23, the reflection of 32. She's got some interesting name numerology, name gematria, familiar numbers we see. With regards to 102, United States of America with the S exception sums to 102, 84 plus 18 more. Also, Truth Seeker, the name Johnston sums to 43. And when I think of 43, it's being coded a lot right now. Bringing back up the Civil War. Civil War equals 43. Charleston equals 43, where the Civil War began. There was a recent shooting in Charleston by a shooter who has a birthday of 4/3, April 3rd. Abraham Lincoln was born on the 43rd day of the year, February 12th. There's even more than that. But what it makes me think of is this girl having this name gematria of 43 in Johnston and scoring on her own goal. Kind of like self-sabotage, kind of like a civil war. And I'm telling you, with all these sports things, they're foreshadowing something unpleasant. Winning the World Cup might seem nice today, but it'll all be forgotten when whatever they're foreshadowing breaks loose. Could be in the closing hours of feeling good about ourselves as a nation here, celebrating things such as rigged World Cups. ESPN put up this video moments after the game was over. 252 in length. What do you see in that number? I see 25 and 52. 25 is the reflection of 52. Making matters more interesting, Japan advanced to play the United States after defeating the UK. The way the UK lost was by scoring on their own goal in the 93rd minute. 93, another very important number. Remember, Clinton Dempsey, the head of the men's team for the U.S., is born on March 9th, which can be written 3-9 or 9-3. But what are the odds? 2 games in a row, teams scoring on each other, plus they're the UK and the United States. Nations that have much in relation. Also, notice how Japan scored their only goal of the game without the UK help in the 33rd minute. 33 and 93, so often paired. Also, with regards to all this 16, the U.S. winning for the first time in 16 years, Carly scoring 3 goals in 16 minutes, totally rigged. There's only 16 teams that participate in the Women's World Cup. The U.S. shut out their opponents to advance. They scored 5 goals, their opponents none, and then they scored 5 more in the World Cup, meaning they scored 10 and had 2 against them, 1-0-2. I just showed how that one girl had a connection to the number 102, and so does the United States. In the years the Women's World Cup's been played, the U.S. has won in 91 against Norway, 99 against China, and now this year against Japan. Before the game was over, I also made these observations just watching. ESPN had this video up until the game was over, 1-1 and 8. Notice how a U.S. team is made by Nike. Nike has gematria of 39, just like Golden Cup, what the winner of the game got. Important number, the reverse of 93. Nike's saying is just do it, which has gematria of 118. Look at 11 and 8. 118. They had this headline, USA dominating Japan early. Just want to note that the word dominating has gematria of 106, another number getting coded a lot lately. And earlier, I didn't take a screen capture, but it said USA dismantling Japan when it was 3-0. Dismantling has gematria of 122, another number getting coded a whole lot. Is it all coincidence? Also, that time of the video is 3:23. ESPN likes to put up that number a lot. Whenever I see it, it makes me think of Lucifer. Lucifer. But yeah, Truth Seeker, these numbers, they just get coded all over because the same gang of Zionist Masonic Jews is in charge of all this stuff. FIFA, MLS, other football leagues throughout the world, and all the pro sports leagues in the United States. The MLS was established December 17th, 1993. A date with 33 numerology. Interestingly enough, a date with also 122 connection, that number getting coded. And Don Garber is the CEO. 2 names with 33 gematria. Just all this stuff, Truth Seeker. Tons of rigging. There's a reason they won 5-2. And it's too bad the people of this nation aren't awake to what's really going on. Yesterday, I happened to be in a restaurant where this was playing, and people got all excited at the conclusion. Little cheer in the restaurant. Yay! We won our rigged sports event. I started talking loudly about the score 52 in hopes that all the people around me could hear what I was saying. Spread some much-needed knowledge. All right, Truth Seeker, look up those highlights. Laugh your ass off when you watch the 3rd goal for the hat trick from midfield. It's something else. Until next time, Truth Seeker.